Wait. Oh.
Wait, we have Jewel here. Is this wise? Oh well. What will happen will happen.
The world's going to listen and say, "Wow, that one character is so important. He got an intro, and no one else."
Yeah, exactly.
Would you prefer me? Would you prefer everyone give intros since we're doing it for a stream, Gary?
I don't care.
Okay. Because in the interest of me taking so long already to get this shit started, I figured we may as well just do the one we need. But so plus Ryan's 30-year intro. So we'll go ahead and just ask Leaxis for an intro, I think.
I'll do this a little bit quicker than last time, but Lex is from a small elven village. She's the oldest of her family, or siblings, and when she departed, she always had the feeling that she's responsible for other people's actions. In the first encounters with the guild, she learned that that can no longer be how she sees the world, because it just does not function that way here. Even though she's a druid, in the early days she was uncomfortable with her animal form, which took a drastic change in as she entered mechanically Paragon, at which point, and from that point she has stayed most of her time in the animal form, and most of the recent newer guild members actually have not seen her human shape. Quickly after that transition, she also found out that she actually has no idea how undead function in this world, which unfortunately has led to some problems. But of course, her dying made that her research that thing a little more, so that she now understands it a bit better. And currently, she's actively being the guild's alchemist and creationist. Let's put it that way, because I don't know what the actual word is in English. And she's right now strongly drawn towards the Winter Court, and might make her shop even a little more there than it's in the guild, but will keep active contact with the guild part of her shop. Mechanically, she's somewhat balanced druid, has a few mind control powers, and a little bit off leading.
So you're saying that she's balanced, but she makes other people unbalanced?
If you put it that way, it would be she's unbalanced, which makes other people balanced, but
Let's see.
She doesn't. During action, she doesn't favor either form. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Carry on.
Okay. So everybody has scrolls handed out and everything. All right. Kuro's coming along. I thought this was Osirian's thing. Okay.
Yeah, you named it Godhunter.
I thought that was Osirian's thing. I was just confused then.
No, the anti-god character is Kuro.
Oh, okay. I thought killing giant things was Osirian's thing. That must be why I was confused. But yeah. Does anybody in the party have dark vision? I guess I should just ask now.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's a lot of people with dark vision on this party, actually.
So my next question is as a really bad one. How the fuck do I deal with dark vision dynamic lighting?
Two
In
ways.
settings,
I was going to say 2 ways. The first way is you regret and then you start drinking heavily. That's number 2.
Yes, don't use dynamic lighting.
I don't have any alcohol.
Blooper, there's a way. When you're setting up dynamic lightnings for a token, there's the checkbox, all players see light. Remove the checkbox, so it should be unchecked, and put a source of light on that token, which is huge. That way, only the owner of the token will see that light, which is basically dark vision.
Okay, does anyone have a different number than 60 feet of dark vision?
That's not how dark vision works in this edition. So.
Oh, really? Do I just not know? Okay.
Yeah.
Normally, dark vision is just unlimited.
Yeah, dark vision is
normally unlimited.
That's why you put huge number in
Okay.
that.
So
Bigger
yes,
than
just
the
put
map.
a large number. Got it.
I mean, you're on the
Okay.
right track because most of the weird vision types do have a limit, like tremor sense and blind sight and true sight. That stuff does all usually have squares
I'm
of
used
them.
to playing third edition.
Yeah.
All right. So do you have like 100 squares of light or something ridiculous? So who doesn't have dark vision? I guess is the next question I need to ask.
Hey.
Put a 1 in chat if you don't have dark vision.
So less people have it than don't have it.
Gary, what does that mean?
I can turn it on. I can get it, but it's a power that requires me to turn it on. So I don't always have it, but
Oh.
I can have it.
I guess I'll leave it off for now then. Okay, so most of you have low light, so you'll probably be fine with sunrods and stuff anyway. Kuro has dark vision, so Kuro and Leaxis are the ones that need to have a giant sight bar on. Alright. I don't know why Helix is here. So now that we've gone through that part, I think we're ready to start. Yeah. So, each of you pick. Basically, all of you are asleep. This is nighttime. Pick somewhere in the guild hall where you would be asleep at. I don't care if you claim a bedroom in some portion or if you're drunk, passed out at the bar.
Yeah.
If you want to be in Matt's room, you know. I don't care, but pick a
So
place.
do we put
And
ourselves somewhere on the map?
Yeah,
Is
put
that
yourself
the-
somewhere on the map.
Ooh, a piss too much.
Euclid
Ryan.
just falls asleep in the fire instead of
Yeah,
by the fire. What the man?
Hey, I have 15 fire resistance. I figure I might as well use it for the first time.
Alright, so Ukla's asleep in the fire. It's always Breeze, alright?
I mean, even if you have fire resistance, I'm very sure that the smoke, isn't pleasant.
I you know, I
I'm
don't
on the
care,
ground. I'm
that's,
below
I
the
suppose
smoke. Stop, drop, and sleep.
that is an acceptable starting location, I suppose. You can cuddle in the fire. Alright. So
Yeah.
roll 20 is gonna be slow. And it's gonna take a moment for me to deal with this shenanigans. But no, we're there you go. Alright, I think that is everyone correctly positioned. So, some of you fell asleep in the fire. I don't know why, but I don't know how drunk everyone was last night, but basically all of you have been sleeping for a good while. How drunk is it? I don't know.
There's at
And,
least 10, at least 10 drunk.
having whatever dreams you normally have as dreams. If all of you do sleep, right? I guess I should also clarify that.
Yeah, sleep or sleep equivalent.
Okay. Close
Being,
enough. Got it.
yeah. So I tend to favor my Elvis heritage to a certain part, so it's a mixture of kind of sleep and meditation.
So, you all have dreams or dreamish dreams. I don't know what Kuro's dream is. I don't know that I want to know what Kuro's dream is.
Oh god.
But yeah, you guys are all peacefully asleep, but it starts to your dreams start to distort, and they start to get worse and worse and more convoluted and more twisted, and effectively you all end up in whatever form of nightmare is appropriate to your dream, and then and everything as you go through your nightmare, everything gets darker and darker in it until everything is just pitch black, and you're just pitch black in the middle of nowhere. Yeah, feel free to describe your numbers. I guess it's not actually. Well, I can't help you escape that one, Ukla, although this is AL18. The myriad of daddy issues in the party arise in nightmare form. But basically, the blackness, your nightmares eventually fade to black, and you can sort of feel them fading away, and then you see a new scene before you. Basically, it's just a blasted wasteland. You can see the remains of snow, and just traces of even blood and flesh on the ground. And those of you who are trained in that sort of thing, this looks like the Shadowfell, basically, or not necessarily the Shadowfell, but a deeper domain of the Shadowfell, near where Nerul has been banished to.
When you say that sort of thing, is this a religious-y thing or an arcana-y thing?
This could be either, since it's plains divine.
How about nature?
So I assume, no. I'm assuming most of you are familiar, which is why I'm just saying it. But those of you who might not be don't know what you're looking at, really. But the Reaper that you see is pretty clear. You first just see the backdrop, but then you see the Reaper fade into existence, and the shining red symbol on his neck. You can see the skull and scythe symbol of Nerul. And this is pretty clearly a depiction of Nerul of some kind, and he's sort of the whole world transitions, and you can see light starting to peek in from the corners, and this wizard guy fades into existence, which is my placeholder token for Matt. Whatever you imagine Matt the Guild Wizard to look like, imagine him there.
Fair enough.
And you guys are basically constrained to the side. Ukla, if you sort of try and rush to join the thing, you can just feel a barrier not allowing you to move forward. You can keep pressing against it, but it doesn't seem to budge, and you can't find the source.
That's Ukla's least favorite kind of barrier.
That's what I figured. And basically, Matt steps out from the light side, and his side is glowing with light, and then he raises his staff, and the Reaper raises his scythe, and Matt launches a blast of light, and the Reaper charges. So basically, they just start fighting. And as the fight breaks out between the Reaper and Matt, the scene fades.
Yeah, it is time.
And suddenly you see actual darkness. So those of you with dark vision can see, and you're awake. So is everyone familiar with Nerul and what happened to him, or should I go over that for the purpose of
A brief recap would be useful.
Okay, so Nerul is the god of death from more or less last edition.
Greyhawk, apparently.
Yeah, but the Raven Queen eventually defeated him and took his spot, and he's sealed away in the depths of the Shadowfell, which is the domain of the Death Gods.
Sure.
And yeah, he's not happy, and he wants basically. But he's the Death God, so you can't actually kill him. At least that's what I'm assuming. That might not actually be true, but for the purposes of this, it is true.
Fair enough. You could create so to be.
I mean, he did want to become the king of the gods, so.
Yeah. But he's a fairly defining evil figure as far as I'm aware. So you should see what's happening here. Most of you that are familiar with it all with religion, you're all like almost epic levels. So you're probably familiar.
Okay. Okay. Yes, he has the one of his titles is the foe of all good.
Yeah. But yeah, he's basically the evilest of evil. In the sense
I mean,
of
isn't that what God implies?
Yeah.
That might be accurate. At least a crow. So now, optimally, some of you will see some things, and some of you will not see anything.
I
don't see anything at all.
Okay. So basically, yeah. Okay, on the list. That's acceptable.
Ukla
you
has been going
who
for
have-
19 levels, but now he just fancies joining a death cult.
Well, I mean, I already joined one. It's called the Guild.
Yeah.
Those of you with dark vision should see some things, correct?
Yeah.
Not a lot, but we see some things.
Okay, you can see over him.
I kind of want to pop a sunrod.
Ukla just
Yeah,
doesn't
so
think he woke
basically
up yet.
what happens is you guys all wake up in your rooms, but it's pitch black. Whatever lights were on, they're gone. The fire that you guys were laying on is out.
I wave my hand in front of my face.
You don't see it because it's dark?
Exactly. I was just checking that my eyes were open.
Okay, yes. Your eyes are presumably open.
How can you know if you don't see anything?
And basically, Breeze and Ukla, you can hear the sounds of something large moving. God damn. And Kuro and Ophelia, you can hear the sounds of something on the roof, like banging on the roof of the guild.
Well, that's weird.
I mean, I'm right by the window, right? Can I just pop out and see what I see?
Yeah, you want to peek out the window?
Yep.
Okay, Leaxis, you have like absurd perception, right? That's your thing.
That's my thing.
So you can notice that even you hear the sounds of the roof. You hear the sounds of large stuff moving outside. You even hear the sounds of something moving under the ground. And Kuro, you peek outside, which I guess I'll just like move your token outside momentarily. Oh god, now I have 30 macros in my way. We'll get there. Alright, so you can see this.
Oh, hello.
Can I see anything? I mean, I kind of like to pop a sunrod to see at least something.
What's the light range on a sunrod?
20.
20.
20.
Also,
okay, so
also my weapon is super bright.
Okay. So you find that the sunrod is dimmed, but not completely, so you could definitely still see the room you're in. And Breeze, what is the radius of your weapon? Light normally?
Honestly, I don't actually know.
Is it weapon of summer?
Yeah.
I got it.
Oh no, it
I
doesn't
would
have.
like to walk.
It doesn't generate light, other than it just glows. So it glows. I don't know what that translates
It's
to.
a daily power to make it glow.
No,
and
like
then
the
it-
actual
No,
weapon glows
It,
though.
in the fluff, it glows like the summer sun,
Oh.
apparently.
Well, but there is a
Uh,
daily power that makes it glow the bright light of the summer sun at high noon.
Right, which still doesn't give me a range. So
It actually doesn't. Yeah,
I'll-
that's funky.
I'll just give you torch range for it normally, I guess, then.
yeah, I mean, if I need to pop a sunrod, I'll crack a sunrod. But
Torch range is going to
Yeah.
be reduced to only 2 squares, so you probably will want to just pop a sunrod.
I will clunk my double scimitar onto the floor, causing it to glow, which mechanically is cracking a sun rod, but thematically is more my radiant weapon going woof and bursting into radiantness.
So Breeze lights up a sunrod, and where is Elthros? He light up a sunrod too.
In the middle of the guild, in one of the card table rooms.
All right, you should be able to see now.
I don't
Can I
see
like
anything.
exit the room?
You
I
should be
still-
down here, right?
I see that orange circle. I still don't see anything apart from black.
What? Oh, you have no sight. Well, that's important. There you go.
I see a room.
Okay, so what do you want? Who asked me something next?
May I exit the room that I'm in?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
as
also
in,
like the
I
extra
cannot
room.
physically move myself out of here. So
Blooper.
I will
do
quickly
I need to
attempt
be
to
on the
find.
dynamic lighting layer and move this door somehow?
What
You can just
Uh,
move it to GM layer. Right click on the door and move to GM layer.
Okay.
Given that we have a level 30 wizard in charge and we have a load of high paragon adventurers, what kind of wards against attack does the guild hall have? Is there any kind of alarm going off?
I think you underestimate the amount of profit taking that Matt does.
Yeah.
But Matt also has to live here. So
Are
I've never
you
seen
sure?
him. That's why I
Are
sleep
you
in his
sure
room.
about that?
I mean, I feel
Um,
it's right now in Matt's room, and Matt isn't here.
Okay, so fucking as I try and deal with all of these barriers that are locking people in.
You just suddenly abandon dynamic lighting and
Oh, I didn't want to do it in the first place, but I was like, well, it's appropriate for this. I need darkness. How else am I gonna do this? Okay. Fucking
I mean, you can just delete all doors if you're annoying.
Yeah, that's the problem. He probably didn't even draw doors, so it's triple or quadrant worse. What? Part of the building just collapsed. No.
Blooper, that wasn't a door.
God. I don't see anything
Control
gone. I
Z.
don't know. I did, but I don't see anything gone.
You removed this whole wall.
There's a wall there for me.
Well, it's now see-through. I see through that wall.
Oh,
I
like
mean, I'm
actually. Oh yeah, I don't care about that. I've already. The dynamic lighting is already fucking intolerable.
I mean, if you want dynamic lighting, you really want to put, things not stuck to each other, because otherwise you're going to have an horrible time.
And you have to keep the group together, or it's just going to be a total
Yeah.
pain in the ass.
All right, so the dynamic lighting is not working well. I'm just gonna probably just turn it off, for the sake of fucking madness. Yeah, you definitely feel something unfriendly is coming.
Why the hell was Ophelia sleeping on Matt's room?
Nobody knows.
Because Matt isn't there.
All right, dynamic lighting, go to hell. So basically, you guys can see those things. Those of you who can peek out windows or light your own sun rods or happen to be outside. Leaxis, you hear things moving underground. and you hear things moving above. Those of you who are the Breeze and Ukla can actually see two giant winged creatures sort of like assaulting the top of the guild hall. But that appears to be actually pretty sturdy, so they don't seem to be busting through it immediately.
Wait, how is our fucking dingy tavern surviving this attack? What?
You can see that the outside of it's made of stone more than 5 feet thick.
Yeah. That's
It's a
accurate.
reinforced tavern.
Yeah.
And so, as you guys sort of stir and awaken, light
No.
blooms out of Breeze's sword. The Nightwalker adjacent to you two will turn to you guys with very clearly hostile intent. And at the same time, sort of above the party members inside the building, this giant bird will finally bust a hole in the ceiling. And just stone and whatever the ceiling's made of shatters and falls. So you guys have clearly entered some sort of combat scenario if you'd like to.
I'm still locked in my room. Can I be not locked? Can I be not locked in my room?
Wait, can you actually not leave? I turned
No.
off dynamic lighting.
I can see, but I can't leave.
Yeah, dynamic lighting is still
Blooper, you
fucking
should.
stuff.
There's a special, and there's a special checkbox for walls being impassable.
Quickly,
Oh God,
somebody
wait.
release Eltros from his astral prison.
It's still, even if I disable it still blocks you.
This session is session is already the best session ever. I love the prison.
All right, now that no one is imprisoned by fucking dynamic lighting.
Everybody gave me shit for sleeping in the fire, but I can move around.
Those of you, I don't know if you guys have any initiative bonuses going around.
Stone.
Mash. Why?
I mean, I forgot the stone bonus.
I just. Of course you did.
But of course I rolled the natural one because Oh, what else would I
Yeah.
roll? Seriously.
I know. I'm just like, why?
Can we even get Liax's
Yeah.
bonuses at this point?
I mean, I believe Elthros is at least in range for that, though he might beat my initiative, so.
What was,
Allies within 10 squares. I don't know how you want
I'm-
to treat this.
I'm within 10.
Yeah, but-
that work.
But
Are
small
you
minus
as the
within-
10.
DM,
Measure a distance of squares that is equivalent to 10. If you're within that many squares, you get the bonus.
nah.
Yay. I actually have almost 20 initiative. Almost.
What is the bonus?
I
plus
don't
2
know. Exactly.
racial.
Yeah, so it's crits initiative. For reference, you do the walls in the guild hall that aren't like actually trapping you, but they do kind of exist. So try and respect them as you move through it.
Sure.
Leaxis can definitely sense that something is moving around underground, but nothing has appeared yet there. But I assume you can communicate that in some fashion. If you don't want to, none of you know it.
Sharing is caring.
Yeah.
I want to share this Nightwing with Elthros.
The answer is magic, Aaron. We have a fucking lightning rail elevator. I'm sure we can make our tavern out of weirdo materials. Anytime now, roll 20 will work and actually sort the initiative. Well, that's a very, very distinct win. And mash is mash.
Yeah.
The lower floor, as far as you know, is not actually made of enslaved trots.
Don't know it.
But yeah,
I thought it was supposed to be
these birds. It's probably these birds are Ted feet above you, presumably on the roof.
These aren't
And they're
birds,
sort of
though.
peeking their heads in. No, they're not birds, but I'm gonna call them birds. But yeah, that's about. If you would like further descriptions of what the fuck these actually are, you can ask for them. I don't know how many people are familiar with the Nightshade breed of undead from 3rd edition.
I'm not.
I'm not either.
Okay. These things are basically giant balls of negative energy in different shapes. They all exude auras, and they all have almost all of them have properties that mess with magic items. In addition, they are all, obviously, you probably shouldn't hit them with necrotic damage, and it'd probably be a good thing to hit them with radiant damage.
I will
being
go
pure
for
negative.
radiant damage then, strangely enough.
At least as far as normal standards of sanity are concerned. You can find out more about each thing as you make knowledge checks, etc.
Sure. And they're undead, so that's religion, right?
Yes. Elthros, you are in an aura. Let's click the aura.
Oh, joys. I didn't need them anyway.
Okay. These birds don't have an aura. Oh, they're not set to show aura? No, they are set to show aura. No, their aura just blends in with the guild hall. Fuck.
Yeah, it just is the same color, right? Okay, you see it.
Alright, let me change the color on that then. Yeah, we countered this by not taking heal leaders, I noticed. Alright, we'll go with red then. A horrible
The
piercing
guild is
red.
on fire.
The guild is now on fire. It's actually on necrotic.
Okay.
This thing, those are the person in the bird's aura. That is the bird's aura.
I don't think anyone's in the bird's aura. Well, how high is this? Well, how high is the ceiling?
One of them burst through the ceiling, so I assume
I see.
he's
The ceiling
inside.
is about, the ceiling is like 10 feet high, I assume, or something like that. So Leaxis can feel the aura radiating down from above.
Oh, I assumed we had like 5 stories.
I don't know, and I'm not dealing with 5 stories of elevation, so
Okay.
it broke the other ones, and it's at 1. Or at 10 feet above. So. Alright. Now that all of that's done, Leaxis, you can actually take your turn.
Okay. Any additional information I could gain with monster knowledge checks?
You're looking for religion here.
I am looking to fail in religion, correct?
You have like 30 wisdom, don't you?
Religion is intelligence based, so
Oh, fuck. Right, I assumed that it's wisdom because cleric. God damn
Because
it.
that will be logical for clerics and paladins. And ninjas.
yes, I successfully
don't-
failed in religion.
Think that meets anything? No. Okay.
Ukla feels the axis set a mark he could achieve.
There is a giant shadow bird in your face, and you don't know what the fuck it is.
I will. I will attempt to hit the giant shadow bird in my face with Charm Beast because I feel like he's a beast.
Looks
He
pretty
is an
beastly.
undead.
Charm him.
We need that. I can't remember his name, but he intimidated a shadow bat into being his mount. We need that guy.
What?
Oh, what's his name?
Arshin?
Yes. We need Arshin.
I will see how effective his will is, and I will take the 12 from my dice. For 38 on will, or 40 if he's a beast.
38 versus will. Let's see. Let me defense check this bird. That probably hits. Yeah, that will hit.
Yes. Dominate, and because I was not with Kinner, I will need to put my dagger away as a minor action.
What do we use? What do we use as the dominate symbol? Even
whatever you wish.
This is the thing I've seen used the most. If you'll bear with me. This skull.
Okay.
Yeah.
Random potions near Nightwalker 2. I didn't put those there, so I have no answer for you.
Party from the night before.
How do you
They
think
are
I ended up sleeping in the fire?
Yeah.
I will pull out my other implement and shapeshift with a move action, shapeshift as a free action, which gives me a shift 5. I'll be here and pass turn.
Alright. Elthros.
So how does my character work again? It's been like ages since I played
I
it.
don't fucking know, man.
Just roll twice for everything.
I thought you just
Yeah.
rolled a bunch of dice and declared they're all crits. I thought that was the
I
plan.
think that's pretty much how it works. So I shall gaze up upon this monstrosity threatening the outside of the guild. It looks like a humanoid figure of negative energy.
Looks like a giant beast of negative energy, yes.
Yeah,
Right, a literal giant, as it were.
indeed. Let me see if I have come across such beings before. Ah, may have done.
That is probably a good number. Hey, there you go. That will get you some information. What you know about Nightwalkers? Their energy drains life force, so you cannot regain hit points near them. But you already knew that. Their gaze can paralyze, and their fists crush and disable magic items. Just sort of by being near them, like they don't actually have to crush them. They're just basically getting anywhere near their fists is particularly harmful for magic items. And they have some limited ability of planar travel or sending other people other planes.
Negative energy rust monsters.
Yeah, kind of. What are the keywords? Like
Do they have any resistances or vulnerabilities? Is the other thing I get.
they are immune to necrotic and poison and vulnerable 10 to radiant.
Sweet. That will definitely end well for them.
Gary, do you mean keywords as in like damage wise and stuff?
Like, are they undead? Are they beasts? Are they those kind of monster keywords? That,
They are undead. You want their typical temperament?
Yeah. Is it
I will
hostile by any
text
chance?
you.
Yeah, it is hostile to you. They're undead, and their attacks have the keywords of probably. Let me see if I can find any in them. These ones do not have have any deal necrotic damage
Sure.
with their physical attacks. They just punch you really hard, effectively.
I will try to dodge.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
So
they have vulnerabilities? You didn't say.
Vulnerabilities were Radiant 10.
Oh, okay.
So Elthros will, upon seeing the threat to the guild, will let out his battle cry and state Tanya Beaya Eya Marde, and put his oath of enmity upon this one in front of him, which is the yellow blob.
I will be adding it.
And then he shall enter the deadly clam stance.
Deadly Clam. That's an odd stance.
And he shall attack this dude with Twin Strike.
You're as creative as Bobby.
Bloody, no, that's adjacent. Well, that's a crit, first up.
That's a good start.
2 crits actually.
Yeah, you double crit the first attack in case you
Yeah.
care.
I care that the second one hit. I do also care if the second rolls hit. While this stands up.
The 43 definitely hits, but the second attack misses.
That's unfortunate. The 35 misses.
35 does miss, yes.
I will use a fortune stone on that.
Okay.
D20 plus. So Breeze gave out a fortune stone, so we have +5 on this, right?
Oh, did that actually happen? Okay, cool.
I mean, I didn't have a slot to take it, so if
So that's
somebody else took
a crit on the second one as well.
Yes it is. Presumably.
But the 9 will miss. So it's maths is hard. 65 plus 51 plus 8 plus 6 plus that's maximized, which is 12. So 142 plus an offhand attack.
Is that including radiant vulnerability?
That's plus 2 taps of radiant vulnerability.
Does it matter if you subtract 1 from the reroll, because apparently the Axis can't carry another fortune stone?
Oh,
It does not.
Because it's a crit.
It's still like a 42.
Yeah.
Or 46 or something ridiculous. Yeah.
So overwhelming strike. Well, that was horrendous. So
Yeah, that was no.
5 radiant damage on the miss.
Ow.
Then I'll action point. And I would have used my symbol of victory to gain another action point, so I'll just use that.
Yep. I should give people action points. Actually, that seems like an important step.
Wow, those are terrible rolls. 40-10 for 18. For 14. And then twin strike again. I'm assuming 177 hasn't blooded it.
177 total has not quite blooded it now.
Just in case, that 177 includes vulnerabilities.
I was doing it myself and not actually tagging
My
breezes, but yeah,
fucking
our
God.
math matches up, so. Yeah, that does not hit anything.
2 sets of 5 radiant damage.
That will bloody it.
Let me just check the exact wording on my action point feature to see whether it applies to misses. 3 initiate.
Let me use math to determine things.
Yeah.
Yes, that would
When you spend an action point to deal at will, that attack deals 2d10 extra damage. Yeah, so that works on miss. So I still get the 14. Yeah.
What? But your attack doesn't have. I guess feats add into their power as a miss effect. So yeah.
Exactly.
So I guess you do still get the 14, based on that.
So what was that? 207 total, I believe.
Sure.
No, hang on.
I don't know. I subtracted the numbers separately.
Sure. Gary, what did you get? Sorry, it was 30 plus the additional 14, so it was...
Yeah, 54, or 44.
Yeah. Oh, okay, well that's me. Sorry for my turn taking your time.
Okay. So, you have bloodied this guy.
Did you see my reaction to him spending an action point? Back together.
Yes, I
Okay.
did. Kuro, what is your initiative modifier?
My initiative modifier. So right now I have +4 to it, so +18.
All right. Then go ahead.
Actually no, because I would delay. So there is that. So go
You're
ahead
delaying?
and do what you need to do. Yeah.
For reference, Kuro, you're in sort of the midst of an area where there are probably people. So, all the guild members that are around that are asleep or wherever. I don't know why they're asleep. There's not enough room in this guild for people. They none of them appear to be waking, even with the sounds of combat starting or anything. They appear to be in some sort of potentially negative energy induced coma. The guild is Tardis met as a Time Lord. That makes absolute sense, and you should definitely
Make that adventure.
no. So this thing is going to sort of pull itself out of the ground. And then, so it's basically this giant nightmarish negative energy worm just tears itself out of the ground and rears up beside the two of you. And then, so both of you have mentioned having resistances because you're sitting in a fire, or we're sitting in a fire, so you can tell the effects of this thing's aura.
Well, that's rather amusing.
Yeah, so it flip-flops stuff. So try not to take fire damage, I guess.
Yeah, you might want to get out of the fire.
Team fire immune. Well, the fire's out. And then it's going to make a bite attack against the two of you, as I try and clarify how my own macro works before I do it. Yes, that's correct. That's how that works. So it's going to bite in a close blast 3 on you two. As its just giant mouth reaches out to engulf you. Yes. Its mouth is so big that it eats a close blast 3.
Nom nom nom.
Alright, so 42 versus Ukla's AC and 35 versus Breeze's AC. Okay. You're reacting, not interrupting.
Yes, I am reacting, not interrupting.
Okay, so as far as I can tell, that hits? Or no? I don't know what your
It
defenses
does.
mean.
It does.
Okay. Ukla, how do you feel about a 42 versus AC?
Yeah, it's. I mean, you're hitting epic level at that point.
Yeah, it's rolled an 18, so I don't know. I'm just asking.
Sure.
So those of you who are hit
Is
take
this guy
36
undead?
damage. Yes.
Okay.
In the 40s, you only need to ask Breeze or Althea.
Okay.
Does 34 AC hit?
34 versus AC might hit. Yes, it will hit.
Okay. So he goes down the hole, and I'm just gonna ignore the effect that he put on me.
Okay. 21 psychic damage, and you push
It's
the target. All right.
yeah, it's actually psychic and radiant. I just needed to know if he was undead.
Okay. Well, that means he's gonna resist some of it because
Okay.
of his aura. So.
Well, that's what I was trying to see. I wouldn't. His aura affects himself.
Yes, everything within the aura. He is within his aura.
Huh. Okay. It's not how most auras normally work, but
Yeah,
Okay, but yeah.
Defender's auras would suck if they constantly
Yeah.
mark yourself.
I mean, defender's auras would be awesome if they counted themselves as another creature. Like you attack the defender, you get hit anyway.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So he goes.
This.
My thing is wrong. He should go a lot further.
Okay.
I think I clicked the wrong button, but he should go. Oh no, I just clicked the wrong PowerPoint one. So he should go a total of. I'll just click this. Ignore all the stuff on it, but So he goes 6 squares down the hole and is knocked prone and can't stand.
Okay.
By the way, the damage
also
roll is
slow.
different. 1d8 versus 2d8, so the damage probably have been a bit different.
Oh, that's true. So
He is
an
not
extra
prone.
3 damage.
Okay. Knocked prone, cannot stand, and
Slowed, yeah.
slowed, and down at negative altitude 6.
So he pops up
Ow.
and then I just knock him back down.
Yep.
Which also puts everyone out of his aura, I assume.
Yes.
Yes, because the aura is only 3, I think. Yeah. So where the fuck is the altitude symbol? Here we go. No, I closed it. All right. Worm has been put back in his hole.
We're playing whack-a-mole.
We're playing whack-a-mole. I don't remember if this guy grabs or not. No. Okay, it's just restrained. So basically, even as you whack the worm down, you can feel just the horrible necrotic saliva still clinging to your body, and it vastly restricts your movements, and you can't seem to move from it. And then Kuro, would you like to undelay or continue?
No, I was going to delay till after Nightwing went, so...
Okay.
Underlay.
This Nightwing will
We'll do what you
We'll
told him to
do
do.
what the cat
can
commands.
only resist a max of 5. Well, his Vaughn, yeah, okay, that is relevant. All right, accounted for. Actually, I did it.
Kuro, did you have a plan for this guy?
No, my plan was for you to make him provoke from the 3 of us, I think, right?
Yeah, so I charged the Nightwalker 1.
Okay, so
I don't.
yeah, you charge the Nightwalker 1.
Is it an altitude? Because I can't share a square with elves at the end.
It is above. It is currently altitude 2, I guess, because it's on the roof. So, and the roof is only destroyed in this portion, so I'm not entirely sure how you want it to charge and provoke from you.
It's
To get down
huge,
the hall
right?
and squeeze charge? Yes, it is huge.
But it's also kind of capable of probably destroying a section in its path.
The question is, yeah,
sure.
here is some kind of wall, so does it break under his pressure as he moves to...
I assume that part of the wall was caved in since he... I
Yes,
mean,
part of
he
it
did
is
keep
caved
out
in.
right there.
It shouldn't be that hard for him to smash through the other stuff now that he's weakened the middle of the structure. So yeah, he can bust through that section if you want.
Unless Elthros wants it on top of him.
Well, I'd rather only have one thing adjacent to me at the end, because that gives me my oath.
Okay, so he moves here.
Friends?
Okay.
Same shit.
I don't think he can end his turn there, so because he can't be in the same square as enemies.
He can. He's 2 sizes larger.
He
Yeah.
can only
Yeah.
enter. He can only enter squares because he's 2 sizes larger. He can't end there. The only way you can end in a square with an enemy is if they're helpless.
What?
Is that true? Because
That's
that's
not true.
not at
Oh,
all how
well,
it's
I
been
can-
played several times.
I'll copy it to you. Occupy
Yeah.
square just a second.
Go for it, because
Here it is.
I've just seen it played otherwise.
I mean, yeah, it's helpless or.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but read the last sentence. A creature can end its move in an enemy space only if the enemy is helpless.
Huh.
He could end his move by flying 1 square up.
Yeah.
Okay,
If
that
the
solves.
building supports that, yeah. I'm not
I've-
sure how he could charge the Nightwalker through the wall, though, but whatever.
He's breaking the wall as he charges. Because the
He's
structure
gonna.
is weak now that he busted through the ceiling.
Yeah, he busted through the ceiling. He's gonna have issues going through the side wall, though.
Well, how about we don't have him charge, we just have him end up on top of Kuro.
You want him just to move here,
Well, 1 square to the left.
there, like that?
Yeah.
Or
Exactly.
okay. And
Yeah,
he just
provoke.
moves and provokes from everyone.
Yeah.
That's fine. Do that thing. Now there's a giant flapping bird in corridors. mostly sticking out the ceiling. So yeah, all of you who he provoked from, do that thing that you get for that. And then what's this one?
And also -2 attack rolls for the aura.
Yes. I assume no one is counting that, and I will count it on my end.
Okay. Does a 34 AC hit?
34 AC will not hit.
5 more radiant damage.
Okay.
This feature should be useless to an Avenger.
Should, right?
And Kuro, what did you rolled a 38, 36, that will still hit, so he will take 40 damage from you. And then Leaxis, your thing is buried in here somewhere.
27 on reflex probably misses because it's a nat 3.
27 on reflex probably does miss. Yes, that does miss. So Kuro stabs it good, and Elthros tags it for a chunk of damage because radiant, despite that. Since it blew apart, it sort of destroys the roof as it goes. So no, it shouldn't. It's not squeezing. It's just destroying the stuff in its path. It's above Kuro. Yeah. All right. And now does he become undominated now or at the end of your turn?
Yeah, my turn.
End of your turn. All right. Kuro, you're up.
Okay, so question. Am I aware of any kind of defenses on the guild hall that I can activate in case of emergencies, or do we just have poker tables?
Roll me a... Roll me your choice of history, streetwise, or dungeoneering, I guess.
Okay,
To
I'm
try and
going
figure
with
that out.
With streetwise, I guess.
Because I'm not sure which of those is most appropriate, or if any of them are appropriate.
Oh my god, let's re-roll that. That's much better.
There you go. From what you know of the guild's defenses, you can see a lot of them have been disabled or are apparently not active. Probably something to do with Matt apparently fighting some sort of manifestation of Nerul in your dreams. But you do know that the guild has basically anti-mind flare defenses set up now. So you think if you could get to, let's see, if you could get to in Matt's quarters where Ophelia is, you could activate the guild's anti-mind flare defenses that might give you some assistance.
Okay, do I know if that is going to take a while and it's going to take a lot of effort, or it's something really simple like press a button?
It's going to be basically figure out a password that Matt said, so it'll be like 1 or 2 skill checks probably.
All right.
Pro tip, the password is Rachel.
And also, Matt was very
is,
secretive on what exactly these defenses consist of, so you're not actually sure what they will do when you use them, only that they are anti-mind flare defenses.
I mean, I'm a natural, and if they start behaving oddly, I'll just have to keep repairing them, I guess. So let's go with... I'll tag the Nightwing on the way to the room. I'm going to shift myself up to here. Where should I shift myself in the room so I can get near the control panel?
Let's see. Let me zoom in on this room. Let's go with this desk here, probably.
All right. So I'll shift myself up to there, and I will attack the Nightwing as my main action. What's this thing called again? Jesus. Yeah, there it is.
Tumbling Strike or something?
Yeah. 34 on AC? Actually, 32 on AC, Jesus.
Oh, 32 on AC. Yeah, that will not hit.
Let's reroll that because I'm sad today.
All right.
Man, I need some really good rolls just to hit these guys. Yeah, let's reroll it. You know what? I'm going to do two things. I'm going to reroll it into a 7 because we have +5 to attack, right? +4. So that's +4, which is still enough. So yeah, I'm going to stone reroll and say with my dice it's a 7. Yeah, that is my lowest roll, so it hits. For 40
It
points of
becomes a
damage.
36 or something. Yeah.
Yeah, 36 after the aura.
All right. Yep. So yeah, he will take 39 points of damage.
All right. Okay, so I'm at the defenses. What do I see?
Okay. So what you see is basically a desk covered in messy and just notes and scribbles and all kinds of things, and it looked like it was left abruptly, so stuff is just scattered everywhere. But sort of at the back end of the desk, beneath like a wooden covering, you can open, and basically there's what amounts to a control panel in there. Nothing is labeled, but there's some stuff you can play with inside.
All right. So I'll begin. I guess I'll action point because why not? I'll begin with minor action, as I will use quick fingers to basically do it. That is now a standard action, to basically do a thievery check to just basically get everything in place. Just get the control panel in place, get the things out of the way, so everything else stays simple, and you know, it's a lot easier to do without this sort of pre-preparation, right?
Okay.
So thievery. So this is the first of my 3 standard actions. All right, so I get it free, right?
So what?
I rolled a 39.
Yeah, you do succeed if that's the
gotcha.
question you just asked, then yes.
Okay.
I think you were saying the auto succeeds hard DC.
Yeah. Let me bring up DCs. I assume that succeeds. Yeah, there you go.
Then I'm going to try to. Now I need a password, right?
Yep.
So I am going to try to recall that one time, a long time ago, where I basically did not trust Matt to keep watch of this entire mess because we are clearly underpopulated and these kind of things might be useful. So when I basically cheated him out of the password during one of our drunken games, so a standard action bluff, I guess? Or...
What? Sure.
Okay. There we go.
Approximately 3 seconds, Ukala.
So I input the password. What do I need? What else do I need to do?
All right. So you get at the controls. You play around with everything, figure out what everything does, flip into position. It opens up the thing. You type in the password, which you got from Drunk Matt long ago, and basically the whole control panel, like splits apart, and there's a big red button in the middle that just pops out from it, and the wall in front of you also opens up a bit, and a lever pulls out of it, and the lever goes obviously from 1 to 11. It has settings to set it to.
What, this one goes to 11?
And it's just started. It's just set at 1 right now.
Okay, so I'll begin operating the machinery. What kind of skill check do I even need to start operating this piece of garbage?
I don't think you need to make a check so much as pull the letter to a setting and hit the button. You can make a check with your action if you want, but you auto succeed on stuff anyway, so I'm not super concerned.
I mean, I still have a standard action left, so I'm assuming I'll begin using the defenses to our advantage somehow.
Yeah.
Not
Do
sure
you
how
want
to
to make some sort of check to figure out what the fuck this does, I guess?
Sure. Let's go with that. What kind of check is that? Is that an arcana? Is that what?
Probably.
It's dungeoneering.
Basically a trap, so probably dungeoneering. But yeah, it's magic as well. So yeah, you could go arcana or dungeoneering.
Okay, I'm going with arcana then. as a standard action. So yeah, I think I designed this system actually. Probably.
Yeah.
All right, so basically you further recall your discussions with Matt, and you think this is similar to an idea that was tossed around of a system. Basically, the system will produce a giant pulse of energy that will affect the entire guild hall in a sense that it will remove any mental domination or stuff like that on guild members inside it, and have a harmful effect on people not classified as guild members in Matt's logbook, as it were,
That's convenient.
for the census.
Yeah. Oh
Excellent.
God. Does that mean that given that the census was recently screwed over, that half of us could be in danger?
Yes.
Okay.
No, I did. I think Matt just restored backup on that, but
And by the way, does anybody know what happened to the census?
No.
we blame. I don't know. I think we blamed you, but I don't think anybody knows what happened now.
Okay.
Okay,
Yeah, I think those are all my actions: 3 standards and 2 minors.
Yeah.
You don't have to use the full standard to know what it does. You could actually activate it too if you want with that standard.
Yes, I'm activating it. Do I need another check for that?
No, you
Yeah.
need to tell me what setting you want to turn it.
The setting goes from 1 to 11. It's currently at 1. What number do you want to push it to?
Okay, so basically, I got to 43, right? So what setting is safe for us?
What setting is safe for you? So from a tested, legally acceptable standpoint, up to setting 8 is safe for you. Theoretically, the rest are safe, but they wouldn't pass a certification test probably.
Then I'll put all the way up to 8 for starters.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then activate it. Hit the button.
Yep.
Is it big and red
Alright.
and says "Do not push"?
Oh yes, it absolutely. I did already say that. It's just a giant red button that protrudes from where the console used to be. All right, so basically, Ophelia just watches Kuro just dismantle this control board, pull out a lever, just set things, pull it, and then slam a button, and the whole guild shakes as basically a giant siren goes off, and then a pulse of energy washes over the entire guild hall. Those of you who are guild members are no longer suffering from any sort of enemy-imposed domination, daze, stun, that sort of thing. And you actually,
Yeah, unfortunately not restrained because that's a mechanical effect.
you feel more mentally well defended, and you all gain a +4 power bonus to your will defenses until the end of the encounter.
Sweet.
So yeah, it is a power bonus. It does not remove restraint. That is not a mental effect.
Well, it is for some.
I mean, it might be, but and then basically you see some sort of the pulse just travels through all the monsters, and while it doesn't seem to be something that's directly aimed at hurting them, it definitely hurts them, and they all give out these weird shrill cries of pain as the pulse passes through them.
Hopefully it reduces their defense, because they have some good defenses.
All right. Question: does this have any effect on the guys that are still snoozing on the ground?
Their bodies seem to shimmer, and some of their eyes open, even as the mental thing is pulled away. But if you look down, you see their eyes are just empty, almost as if their spirit is somewhere else, and that the pulse cannot solve.
Weird.
All right. I think those are all my actions, so I am done. Sorry for taking so long.
That's fine. You did some random creative idea that turns out fine. So, And then I think I've done the damage to all the monsters. So that will make it Breeze's turn finally.
So I start my turn restrained, which means I could save from 2 different sources of things that allow me to save from restrained. So the first one is going to be, that was not correct, but should be 1 higher. I will choose, I will succeed the saving throw, so you get +6 to saves. I will then choose to continue being restrained. To give Eucla, you get a save at +7.
And then does it become +8 with the Fortune Stone bonus?
Yes.
Great. So now I just got to roll a 1.
You had to say it.
I have to, because I have to do it. I say it and then I do it. Here we go. +8.
There you
Oh,
go.
no, I
Hey.
screwed it up. I got a 27.
So the second thing that's me being, whatever, I'll save against the restrained, so I'm no longer
Yep.
restrained. Then I will minor action to pop on my aura, and I'll do that at the end of my turn. I'll then move action to here, provoking from the Nightwalker. Well, I'm provoking from right here.
Alright. Working there, he will attempt to snatch you.
No.
Okay.
Shift him up
Continue.
1 square. Here.
Can't select it. What the fuck's happening? There.
No, I'm sorry. I was drawing where I want to be. He has to be 1 down because I can't slide him.
Oh, sorry.
So.
Okay.
Gonna go to here. Then I'm going to pop my shadow aspect on him. He is undead, so this should be. I didn't include radiant vulnerability, although I should have. I'm sorry. So he takes 37 points of radiant damage. He is slowed, takes a -1 penalty to attack rolls and saving throws, save ends on both of those.
Slowed and.
I don't know if everyone else is getting
Alright.
distorted, but
Yeah,
Yes.
robot voice.
I also hear distorted.
okay. I think it's only Blooper that's distorted for me. And then I'm going. Yes, Blooper, you are horribly distorted. I am then going to action point. So I don't know if anyone has any action point effects that are up right now.
Nope.
Sorry. It's not under reminders. It's not under free actions. So, I don't actually have the resistance thing. I need to fix the macro, but I'll be able to shift at some point during this. I am going to Rebounding Dance. The first target is going to be the Nightwalker I just hit, and the second target is going to be Nightwalker 1.
Okay. I don't know if I sound like a robot, but.
You don't anymore. 41 versus AC against this guy, and again, I forgot to include the radiant vulnerability. I'm sorry. So 34 damage to this guy, and 53 damage to this guy.
Ow.
They're both slowed. They both take a -2 penalty to all defenses until the end of my next turn. And did I have a minor action? I didn't. Okay. And that is move minor to standards. I think that's it for me.
Alright.
Actually,
Well, this. Are you actually done? I don't know what you're.
Yeah, I'm done. 2 standards,
Oh,
a minor,
okay.
and a move. I'm good.
Does this second guy also have the -1 to attack rolls and saves, or no?
No, he just has
just has the
-2 penalty
defenses,
to all
right?
defenses.
Okay. Wow, that macro is actually awful. Let me make that slightly less awful. Alright, that is probably, Alright, that's correct. So, the first thing he's going to do is, he was just assaulted by Elthros, I think. So he'll attempt to direct this attack at Elthros. As a minor action, he has no shenanigans going on.
He is at a -2 penalty to attack rolls, if it matters.
Okay. So it'll be 30 versus Will. Keep in mind you have +4 from the thing. Elthros?
Yeah, there's no way that's gonna hit.
I would hope not, but yeah. Oh, Ben's probably gone still. Alright, so assuming that doesn't, he's going to take a normal attack against Elthros. Actually, is this one? Yeah, he's going to attempt to just grab Elthros, which is awkward since Ben's gone, but he has a -2 from you being nearby.
I mean, if he succeeds, I'm just going to take
Fair
it for him
enough.
anyways.
That probably doesn't succeed.
You should
Yeah,
have a
it's a
defense macro.
Fortitude of Avenger. That's probably hits actually.
No, it's not actually Fortitude. It's versus Fortitude.
Yeah,
So-
Fortitude is actually a slightly different defense.
But I need to know. If it hits, I'm gonna lightning rush it. If it doesn't, I'm stand here.
Okay, let me, I guess, look at Elthros's defenses.
He missed with that other attack, by the way. I'm gonna move him. To there.
I'm back.
Does a 28 hit your fort?
28 will very likely hit my fort.
Where are you moving him, Breeze?
Just 1 square.
Oh yeah, 28.
And I
easily
assume
hits.
a 30. Okay, a 30 does not hit your will with the +4, correct?
Definitely not.
Okay.
So,
Yeah. So that's going to be a hit, Gary. So do your
yeah,
thing.
yeah. I'm working on it.
Did you want him up 1 square, Gary?
Yes, I do.
Oh, okay.
That actually includes stuff, which means I'm probably gonna miss. Yep.
Oh,
So
I had a
I'll
second attack.
I'll life losing hand on that.
Okay. Fix.
Actually, I assume a 33 doesn't hit his defenses, right? Because he has the broken defenses.
He has a -2 right now.
So a 31 versus his defenses with -2. I assume not.
Oh, a 31 will not hit him. Yeah.
Okay.
Breeze, but you also have -2 from the bird's aura.
I didn't know the
Yeah,
bird
don't-
had an aura of -2.
Don't you have to move first anyway,
Oh.
or do you have reach?
Oh no, I'm moving. I'm gonna go over here.
Well, that will.
Won't that provoke
probably.
from the Nightwing?
He's dominated, so no.
Oh
He's
yeah.
still done. Yes.
So I'm gonna go with 48 hits.
Yes,
So
it definitely hits.
I become the target of the triggering attack, and I'm going to slide him down here.
And for fuck's sake, my rolls.
Well, at least you rolled the save. A 15 radiant damage from a miss. By the way,
Yeah.
yeah. So
I mean, to be honest, you cannot trigger that because he neither hit nor missed you.
But I
Well,
do mine.
he-
But I do mine before Gary does his.
Yeah, he hit him. Gary just said no.
I think Kerry needs to target that on the target phase. Oh well, maybe I'm just
Okay,
lazy for remembering.
yeah, I have to.
Think so?
Mine has to be first. So you
Okay,
can't use
fine.
yours.
In which case, I will not have used my interrupt.
So he takes a bunch of damage. He swings and misses me, and life continues.
Okay.
Yes,
so
if you took the 15, heal it back.
I did. He is a sad creature. That is his things. Let's see. He's actually gonna spend his action point, I think. And he's going to I think he's gonna try and use this on Breeze, but I don't think it has any chance of hitting, but we'll see.
I'm for that
He's
plan
gonna-
personally.
Yeah.
He's going to try and walk with you.
No.
But yeah, no, not even close. 2 on the attack roll.
He will have to be the one who walks behind.
Yeah, he's sad. So that makes it a bird's turn. This bird is far away from everything else. Only half the room is destroyed. He's gonna try what his friend, or the roof his friend busted out here, and swoop in to try and fight Leaxis. I think he needs to be here for the. Well, he has reach, but he's just gonna.
Did Blooper cut out for anyone else?
I think Blooper
Yes.
DC'd.
He's gonna. Oh yeah.
Is he in the?
Well, that's awkward.
Yeah.
Hey Gary, how long does your +6 to saves last?
to the end of my next
Sure.
turn.
Okay.
It's Hero's Poise.
No, Blooper was already breaking up as if he had connection issues for a while.
I think
Yep.
Hero's Poise is the one that stays with me. I always forget which one it is.
No, Hero's Poise, I think it's Alice who saw you within 5 squares of you.
Right, yes. So you're correct. So the only one that has it right now is Euclid. It's the other one that stays with me. It's Iron Mind that stays with me.
And unfortunately, I just disabled your Iron Mind by creating a pseudo Iron Mind over the battlefield, which is sad.
Yeah, which is fine. I don't mind. I can have for next combat.
Do you guys want me to focus on Nightwalker 2, or do you want me to come help focus fire?
I think you should off tank these two dudes.
Okay. So O2 for me.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
And when I say off tank, I mean absolutely obliterate with Blade Cascade.
Well, I'm not going to do that because Gary will come to my house and flay me alive. But but I will beat on him very hard.
Oh, because he wants to actually do the Mind
Yeah,
Blade.
and he actually already proposed doing the knockout, and I said, nah, these guys are wussy. Let's save it for later.
See, I really wanted to, and he said no, and so I didn't get to, and now I'm sad.
Well, we'll do
Well,
it later.
by
We'll do it
wussy,
later.
they've got the best part of 400 hit points.
Yeah, they have a lot of hit points.
I didn't really think it was that many.
Yeah,
And
I
their
mean,
defenses are kinda scary, at least for me. Maybe it's just my weapon that sucks or something, but
I would have been a little more worried if I'd known they could minor action stun, but
I mean, I was thinking about going to help you, Euclid, but I don't think I should leave the terminal zone just in case I need to crank you.
no, I love what you're doing anyway because I still think you should have turned it to 11 just because that's everything.
And
should
then
go
you
to
have
11.
to say, but this one goes up to 11.
Exactly. Spinal Tap for the win. Yeah, no, that's fine. I just wanted to know if you guys wanted me to try to kill off the one because I mean I can get there, but it wastes a lot of actions. I'm
Yeah,
happy to
no.
beat on what's
Beating is good.
Oh man, this is so bad. Yeah, and it's bad for you too. I can do it.
So while we have time, Gary, where do you get 44 temps from?
I paid a bunch of extra money for the Eager Heroes tattoo.
Ah,
So I started off with, I spent, let me look. I spent 17 surges at the beginning of session.
got you. Yeah, nice.
So so I get 44 temps.
How many surges do you have at the start?
14.
So did you actually need to come Sucker twice for that?
No, just once, because I made 14 surges. I made 14 scrolls, and then
Got you.
suckered back up, and then dropped back down. I didn't even sucker back all the way up to full. I only suckered up to, let's see, 3, and I'm at 6. So I only went back up to 9 instead of going back up to 14.
Better.
Yeah, if I made 20, no. Math, hang on.
There is a number, but it's higher than you're ever going to need.
So I would need to make 23 scrolls in order for it to, in order for me to need a sucker twice.
Yeah.
By the way, did anyone notice if the aura of the Night Walkers prevents you from gaining temporary hit points, or was it regaining hit points?
It was regaining hit points. So as a Pathfinder, you'll be perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'm going to use one of my scrolls before I go in the aura as well then.
Oh yeah, may as well. Yeah, get the big bonus to defenses as well.
All I know is that I just got guy popped out and whacked me for a whole bunch of hit points before I got my defenses, which was excellent because it knocked me to just barely over full. And I was like, good, I'm actually getting use out of this.
Huzzah. Does anyone have Blooper's phone number?
I do not.
He's actually on the call texting,
Oh, right, yeah.
but he's lost his internet.
That is less than ideal. Oh yeah, I don't know if you noticed, Gary, that after Matt yelling at me for about 3 months, I finally put a picture into Roll20.
Oh, no, I didn't pay any attention.
I just... there you go.
Oh, I see it now. Oh, okay. It's just the One Ring.
Yeah. Good default nerdy thing.
Actually, I'm gonna...
Which reminds me,